Why do we yearn so deeply? What is it that fuels our relentless pursuit of desires, driving us forward even when the path is unclear? Could it be that our approach to acquiring what we seek has been misdirected all along? In this video, I'll guide you through a transformative perspective, suggesting that the true power lies not in chasing our desires, but in magnetically drawing them towards us. From the time of philosophers in ancient Greece to the mystics of the Far East, there's been a lingering question. Why, in a universe so vast and abundant, do we often find ourselves in a relentless pursuit of desires? Why, when the cosmos sings a song of abundance, do we often find our hands empty? It is said that in the heart's deepest desires, we find our true north. But what if our compass has been misguided? What if the chase, the constant striving, is the very thing keeping us from our heart's longing? The answer is both simple and complex, woven into the fabric of our very being. It's not about chasing the wind, but rather becoming the beacon that attracts it. The mountains do not chase the clouds, they stand tall, and the clouds come to them. Similarly, when we ground ourselves in authenticity, belief, and self-worth, the world doesn't just take notice, it comes to us. The voice that often echoes doubts in our minds, questioning our worth, isn't the enemy. It's merely a reminder that we've detached from our core, from that space of infinite possibility and universal connection. But with understanding and introspection, we can transform that voice into a symphony of affirmation, a reminder that we are indeed enough. Why does it often seem that our desires remain just beyond our grasp? Could it be that our intense longing creates a barrier rather than a bridge? When we dive into the complexities of consciousness, we find that desire often positions us in a lower state of awareness. This notion isn't new. Historically, philosophers and thinkers from various traditions have echoed similar sentiments. Stoic philosophers, like Seneca, suggested that unbridled desire can lead to perturbations of the mind. Eastern philosophies, especially within the Buddhist tradition, teach that craving and attachment are the root causes of suffering. Modern psychology, too, offers insights into this. Studies conducted at institutions like Stanford and Harvard have shown a correlation between heightened states of desire and stress, anxiety, and even reduced cognitive functions. Progressing on this continuum of consciousness, the state of willingness emerges as a higher tier. Here, the energy is different. It's about asserting willpower and determination. Yet, as transformative as willpower can be, it has its bounds. The contemporary self-help industry often emphasizes the might of willpower, but even this force can be dwarfed by the dynamics of deep-seated desires. Reflect on the nature of love, arguably one of the most intricate of human emotions. The dichotomy of desire becomes clear in romantic pursuits. The paradox is evident. The more one ardently chases love, the more it seems to evade. This isn't just a physical distance, but an energetic drift. The underlying urgency or neediness from the pursuer can become overwhelming, prompting retreat. It's a cosmic ballet of push and pull, where pursuit can inadvertently lead to distance. Understanding this dance, this balance of energies, can offer profound insights into human behavior and relationships. Navigating the realms of relationships, success, and wealth often seems like a dance of elusiveness. When we yearn for something deeply, it often feels like it's retreating further away. Picture this. Our energy fields pulsate with an intense chorus of "I want you," "I need you," creating an environment of urgency and, inadvertently, repelling what we want. This sense of longing comes with an underlying message. I lack this right now. This perception of deficiency emanates from the belief that our present moment is insufficient. We operate on a premise that once we have that relationship, that wealth, or that accomplishment, only then can we be truly content. However, the true art of fulfillment lies in understanding and embracing the abundance already present in our lives. By shifting our focus to feeling grateful and abundant now, we start resonating with what we desire. This isn't just philosophical rhetoric. Throughout history, mystics and philosophers have elucidated this principle. Rumi, the revered Persian poet, once said, "What you seek is seeking you." This highlights the idea that by resonating at the frequency of our desires, they become visible, tangible even. Manifestation isn't about pulling something distant closer to us. It's about revealing what's already present but unseen. Everything, in essence, exists here and now. The journey, then, is not about acquisition but alignment. Let's shift our perspective a bit and consider a well-known principle in economics and society: value. The notion is simple yet profound. Success and wealth are reflections of the value one provides. Whether it's in business, arts, or any other domain, true value never goes unrecognized. Think of iconic personalities from Leonardo da Vinci to Steve Jobs. Their legacies are not just their inventions or artworks, but the immense value they've contributed to society. Similarly, revered spiritual teachers or thinkers might not be chasing material wealth, but their teachings' value brings them recognition and respect. The heart of abundance lies not in the acquisition, but in the value we offer. How many times have we come across stories of entrepreneurs or inventors who started with nothing but a passion to solve a problem? From inventing a groundbreaking product to penning a world-renowned novel, their focal point was always the value they could bring to the table. This becomes evident when one understands that the return of wealth and recognition is in direct proportion to the value one imparts. Yet, in our chase for abundance, we often misstep by putting the cart before the horse. We emphasize the outcome, whether it's wealth, recognition, or relationships, rather than the essence of our pursuit. Let's illustrate this concept through an analogy. Consider our thoughts as tangible entities, albeit invisible to the naked eye. When our thoughts radiate a strong desire for something, it's akin to a blockage in our energetic field. Imagine engaging with someone, seeking their affection or attention. Yet, every time they think of you, they feel this unseen blockade stemming from your intense want. It's a subconscious signal, shouting, "I'm not content right now. But if I have you or that object of desire, then I'd be complete." This is the crux of externalizing our power. We hinge our happiness on milestones. We believe that attaining a particular relationship status, securing a certain job, or reaching a specific income bracket will be our ticket to perpetual happiness. But here's the caveat. Once we achieve these markers, the novelty wears off. Our own mind starts questing for the next peak, the next milestone, a never-ending spiral. It's like setting up mirages for ourselves. Every time we approach one, believing it to be the oasis of our happiness, it dissipates, leaving us thirsting for the next. The cycle of aspiration and achievement continues, overshadowing the fact that genuine contentment isn't about crossing milestones, but about valuing and appreciating our current state. To truly tap into this reservoir of limitless abundance, the focus should shift from seeking to providing, from aspiration to appreciation. Only then can one transcend the barriers set by our own perceptions, understanding that genuine happiness and fulfillment stem from a consciousness of wholeness and completeness, not from the ephemeral benchmarks of success. One of the pivotal paradigms I've often encountered is the emphasis on possessing a burning desire to achieve success. This phrase, notably mentioned in various business literature, underscores the necessity of intense passion. True, when one is fueled by such fervor, they are invariably driven to act with gusto, which aligns them with a state of being. The domino effect of action then ensues, and through sheer determination and discipline, milestones are achieved. However, this approach, while efficacious, only resonates from a certain perspective and consciousness level. The genuine essence lies in transitioning from the states of having and doing to simply being. This idea of being reflects a high vibrational frequency. It's what spiritual leaders embrace, what artists feel when they create, and what any individual taps into when they're in their element, lost in the act, without conscious thought. Yet, our prevalent societal structure often positions us in a quest for acquisitions. Can I attain this relationship? Can I accumulate this wealth? Such questions innately spotlight the absence of these entities in our current existence, leading to an inherent energy of resistance and inadequacy. We're constantly in a chase, perpetuating the cycle of not being enough. However, what if the entire chase is merely an external manifestation of our internal state? Maybe yearning for a romantic relationship mirrors our lack of self-love and connection. Perhaps the chase for wealth symbolizes our feelings of unworthiness. These external quests could very well be echoes of our inner need for validation, love, and contentment. If we delve deep, mend our internal landscape, and truly believe that we are enough, the exterior will inevitably shift. In this transformative journey, understanding becomes pivotal. It's about recognizing that we cast our internal scripts onto the world's canvas. If our script revolves around lack and resistance, then the world merely mirrors that narrative. If we transition our narrative to embrace our inherent worthiness and completeness, our external reality will morph accordingly. The truth is, our reality is a reflection of our internal state. Every person we interact with, every situation we encounter, is mirroring some aspect of us, even the parts we vehemently deny. What if the key isn't to chase, but to introspect, nurture, and align? When we halt the chase and start fostering our inner world, what we once pursued might just turn around and find us. Sometimes we find ourselves ensnared in situations that don't serve our highest good. Perhaps you're tolerating someone who's consistently unkind to you. While it's easy to point fingers and say, they're treating me this way, it's essential to introspect. Why am I allowing this? Sometimes situations and relationships appear in our lives as tests of our boundaries. If someone is disrespecting or undermining you, it might be the universe's way of nudging you to stand up, set firmer boundaries, or even walk away. The chase, whether it's for love, success, or validation, often stems from an internal belief of inadequacy. It's as if we're trapped in this mental loop of, I don't have enough, or I am not enough. This belief, unfortunately, taints our external reality, and the world we experience is a mere reflection of this internal dialogue. Instead of getting caught in this web of desperation, what if we shifted our focus? Let's say, rather than obsessing over the number of subscribers after releasing a video, I fixated on the value it offers. It would be incredibly off-putting if I constantly urged you to like, subscribe, and share every sentence. You'd feel my desperation, the energy of wanting you so badly to engage with my content. Would you be drawn to that? Probably not. This exemplifies how energies of desperation repel rather than attract. In life, it's similar. When we exude an energy of lack, of wanting, of not being complete without something or someone, it's palpable. Remember, our thoughts, while intangible, carry energy. It's better to pivot from this space of lack to appreciation and abundance. Rather than fixating on what's missing, focus on what's present. The love you have for yourself, the bonds you share with loved ones, the little joys and comforts in your life like a safe home, or even the mere fact that you have internet access. Gratitude has a frequency, a vibration, which is vastly different from wanting. When you're grateful, you're in alignment with abundance, whereas when you're in a state of wanting, you're resonating with lack. By cultivating gratitude, you harmonize with the very essence of what you desire, making it easier for those things to flow into your life. That desperation, that constant chase, only seems to push our desires further away. This applies not just to relationships, but also to success, money, or any form of validation we seek externally. Money and success, while not sentient beings, still respond to our energetic frequency. If you're radiating the energy of "I desperately need you," even money seems to evade your grasp. It isn't because money decides not to be with you. It's the vibrational mismatch between your current state of wanting and the state of having. Shifting from a mindset of wanting to one of being is transformative. Instead of striving to acquire or achieve, what if you embodied the very essence of what you desire? It's about understanding that you are already complete, that happiness and fulfillment lie within. It's not the external symbols of success, money, or relationships that grant us joy, but our internal state of being. By nurturing a relationship with ourselves, by radiating a high vibrational state, and by being present, we naturally attract what aligns with our energy. The energy of desperation is vastly different from one of contentment and confidence. So when it comes to manifestation, it's not about chasing your desires. It's about aligning with them, being in the right frequency, and allowing them to flow effortlessly into your life. Remember, it's not about wanting, it's about being. Embrace your authentic self, live your purpose, and everything else will follow. Thank you for watching and tuning in. Your time and presence are truly appreciated. Until next time, take care.